Every day we hear about love triangles gone wrong. This one's arguing with that one's arguing with this one. And in the center of the love triangle is usually someone very happy that someone is fighting over them. However, what happens when a love triangle turns deadly? And not one, not two, but 10 teenagers are arrested for having some type of involvement in the murder of a 16-year-old child. Let's find out right now. Wednesday, my Cajun cuties. Yes, it's me, Anne-Marie, aka the Cajun Crime Queen from Carrincou, Louisiana. Cajun born, Cajun bred, and when I die, I'll be Cajun dead. I hope after this video that you like, subscribe, and comment, and don't forget to press notification bell so you never miss a video from me, Anne-Marie. I hope you have a beverage. I hope you have a snuggle partner or a snuggle fur partner. Those are the best, and you're ready to hear a true crime story with yours truly. And as always, I want to know, are y'all drinking that water? Are y'all staying hydrated? Are y'all getting those tickers up? Remember, just a quick 20-30 minute walk, especially first thing in the morning, get those endorphins up, and you're going to have an amazing, wonderful day, I promise you. And as always, thank you all for joining me on this Wicked Wednesday evening as we discuss another true crime case. Today, we are going to be discussing a case that happened less than 2 months ago, this past June to be in fact, in South Carolina, when a 16-year-old boy lost his life, apparently over a girl. Yes, Trey Wright was born October 9th, 2008 in Hartsville, South Carolina. He was a loving and sweet child. He was a sophomore and he was a varsity athlete playing both baseball and football. He loved riding dirt bikes, he loved spending time in nature, but mostly he loved making people laugh and smile. When I looked up Trey's social media, especially his TikTok, I learned that he was a typical teenager. He loved having fun, he loved posting videos, and he definitely loved to make people smile. It was said that 16-year-old Trey Wright was dating 17-year-old Gianna Christenmacher, and on the night of June 24th, 2025, Gianna and Trey were at two separate places. And it was said that Gianna, Trey's girlfriend, was with 19-year-old Devin Rapper, who at only 19 years old was no stranger to the law. In August of 2024, 18-year-old Devin Rapper was arrested for accessory after the fact to a felony and accessory after the fact to a felony murder. However, he was released from jail in November of 2024, and all charges against Devin were dropped in February of 2025. Just before midnight on June 24th, 2025, it was said that Trey Wright found out that his girlfriend Gianna was with 19-year-old Devin, and as he should be, he was upset. Supposedly, Gianna led Devin to where Trey was going to be. I'm sure the boys were going to fight. They were going to duke it out. This has been happening for hundreds and hundreds of years. The two boys fight. Whoever wins the fight gets the girl, and everybody moves on with their life. However, what you don't really hear about is the girl luring the guy to the other guy. You don't really hear about that. But supposedly this is what happened. And if this is what happened, shame on Gianna. Because what you normally hear about is, you go to a party with a guy and the other guy's friend is there and calls his friend and says, hey, I'm at this party and your girl's here with another guy. The boyfriend comes, confronts everybody, they get in a fight and everybody moves on. You also hear about you're at a restaurant with this new guy, your boyfriend comes in, he sees y'all, and he confronts both of y'all, they get in a fight. I mean, you hear about stuff like that all the time. You really don't hear about the girl luring the guy to the other guy. That's kind of strange and weird to me, but who knows? I don't know about y'all, but if I was in that situation and I got caught, and I'm just going to throw my hands up in the air and be like, look, I'm going to skedaddle real quick because I'm already in enough trouble. I effed up. If y'all two want to duke it out, if y'all two want to fight, I'm out. I mean, I already caused this and I'm not going to be in the middle of any more drama. But supposedly that is what happened. Gianna led Devin to where Trey was going to be. And according to people, 19-year-old Devin decided to take out a firearm and began firing shots at 16-year-old Trey Wright, ending the life of Trey. Trey was found in the middle of the road with several gunshot wounds. 16-year-old Trey was pronounced deceased. Could you imagine being Trey's parents? Could you imagine opening up the door to find out that not only was your child killed, but they were murdered? They were murdered. I could not imagine being Trey's parents, being his family, his grandparents. I could not imagine. As y'all know, I have teenagers, and I don't even want to know what Trey's parents are going through at this time. My heart and my prayers are with all of you. The very next day, on June 25th, 2025, 19-year-old Devin Scott Rapper was arrested and charged with murder and possession of a weapon during a violent crime. Next, 17-year-old Gianna Helen Christenmacher, the girlfriend of Trey Wright, is arrested and charged as an accessory before the fact, accused of luring Trey to the confrontation. In early July, others were arrested: 18-year-old Hunter Kendall, 18-year-old Corinne Belviso, and 17-year-old Sydney Kearns. On August 6th through 8th, warrants revealed 2 more teens charged with murder: Jaden Allclair, 17, and Braylon Thompson, 17. Then later this month, 2 unnamed juveniles, both 16, are charged, and as of a few days ago, it is being said another suspect may have been charged as well. So that makes 9, maybe 10 people who may have been involved in the murder of 16-year-old Trey Dean Wright. Now, I know some of them have been released and are out on bond. However, these teens are facing decades behind bars if they are convicted of murder. This entire situation is extremely sad for the Wright family. As I was researching this case, I found something extremely disturbing. I found a social media post made by one of the individuals that was arrested involving Trey Wright's murder. And it reads, "They made a GoFundMe to help Trey's family. If you are able to donate, anything will help. Trey was one of my friends. We are heartbroken. To know him was to love him. Long live Trey." The social media post was made by 18-year-old Corinne Belviso. Now, if Corinne was Trey's friend, why was she arrested? And what was the reasoning? What did Corinne know? What did she do? What did she see? What was her involvement? And was there any involvement? Did she get arrested by mistake? What we do know is, as of now, she has since been released and is out on bond. As I was researching the case, I did find that Trey and Devin did in fact know each other. I don't know why Devin would be hanging around 16-year-olds, but who knows? As I looked through Devin's TikTok, I did notice that he was often posting. He was posting quotes. He was posing. He was showing his vehicle. It was said he was a father. So there are several different posts that I did see about Devin where Trey's posts were dancing, having fun, laughing, cutting up. He was a typical teenager. I also heard tons and tons of rumors. I heard that people knew Devin was in the possession of a firearm. I heard that it took a very long time to get to where Trey was, so they had time to rethink everything over. I heard that Devin knew Trey wanted to fight, and he knew that Trey was going to win the fight, so that's why he had a firearm. I heard that Devin made threats to Trey. There are so many rumors out there, it's ridiculous. We don't know what went on. We don't know what happened. But from the outside looking in my opinion, this does look like a premeditated murder. I do believe Devin knew something was going to go down. I do believe he had time to change his mind if he did, in fact, murder 16-year-old Trey Wright. This situation is heartbreaking. This case is extremely heartbreaking. My heart goes out to the Wright family. Y'all are in my thoughts and prayers every single day. My final thought, I always give y'all my final thought. And my final thought is, this case should have never happened. A 16-year-old boy did not have to lose his life. And apparently over a girl, there are so many fish in the sea. And 19-year-old Devin, what is a 19-year-old doing walking around with a firearm? And what happened to old-fashioned fights where two people would just fight? Nobody brought sharp objects. Nobody brought weapons, firearms. The boys would fight or the girls would fight. The teacher would come in, break up the fight. The friends would break up the fight. Everyone moves on with their life. I understand that. You see that every single day. Is it right? No, nobody should be fighting for any reason. Fighting doesn't solve anything. But you do see teenagers fighting at school most of the time, all the time. I remember my little girl coming home the second week of school telling me there was already a fight in the bleachers at school. So you hear about this every single day. And it just seems like it's getting worse and worse and worse with people bringing weapons to fights. It doesn't have to go that route. It doesn't have to be that way. And a 16-year-old child is no longer here over this situation. And it completely breaks my heart. Y'all, there are so many people out there. So many people. It is not worth taking someone's life. And it is not worth spending the rest of your life behind bars. It is definitely not worth it. I am here for each and every one of y'all. If y'all ever just want to talk about a situation, if y'all are in this situation, do not ever resort to taking the life of someone else over someone. I hope after this video that you like, subscribe, and comment. And don't forget to press notification bell so you never miss a video from me, Anne Marie. And as always, stay safe, always be aware of your surroundings, and always know that I'm here for each and every one of y'all. And thank y'all so much for joining me on this Wicked Wednesday evening. I love y'all, and I appreciate each and every one of you. And for you, I am truly grateful. I will see y'all tomorrow night with another Cajun Crime video. Y'all have a great night. Bye.